Every morning, millions of people wake up to the sound of the same alarm. Not because they want to, but because they have to. They get up, they prepare, they commute, and then they trade the most valuable thing they own for a paycheck. A 9-to-5 job is often described as stability, security, a safe path. But very few people ever stop to ask one simple question. What does it actually cost? Not the salary, not the taxes, not the benefits. The real cost. Because once you look closely, a 9-to-5 job might be far more expensive than people realize. And the price is not just money. The price is time, your energy, your freedom. And once those things are gone, you can never buy them back. A 9-to-5 job sounds simple. You give time, you receive money. But the real equation is very different. You don't just work 8 hours. You wake up earlier. You prepare for work. You commute. You recover from work. You think about work. You worry about work. Suddenly, the 8-hour job becomes 10 hours, sometimes 12. 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, for 40 years. That is more than 80,000 hours of your life. 80,000 hours spent building something. But the question is, whose life are you building? Because most people assume they are building their future, but often they are simply maintaining someone else's company, someone else's dream, someone else's system. And the most dangerous part? The trade feels normal. It feels responsible. Society rewards it. Schools prepare you for it. Parents encourage it. But normal does not always mean optimal. And responsible does not always mean wise. Sometimes it simply means the system is working exactly as designed. People often say a 9-to-5 job provides security, a steady paycheck, predictable income, stability. But real security is not a paycheck. Real security is control. Control over your time, control over your decisions, control over your future. In a traditional job, that control does not belong to you. It belongs to the organization. A company can change direction. A manager can change priorities. A market can shift overnight. And suddenly, the secure job disappears. Entire industries have vanished before. Entire roles have been automated. Entire careers have been replaced by software. The uncomfortable truth is simple. A job is only secure until it isn't. And if your entire financial life depends on that single stream of income, you are not secure. You are dependent. And dependence always carries risk, because when your survival relies on someone else's decision, your freedom becomes limited. The paycheck is visible. The cost is not. The cost appears slowly. Over years, sometimes decades. It appears in stress. It appears in exhaustion. It appears in the quiet realization that every day feels the same. Wake up, work, recover, repeat. Weeks become months. Months become years. Years become decades. And many people only recognize the pattern when it is too late to easily change it. Another invisible cost is opportunity. Every hour spent inside one system is an hour not spent building your own. Every year spent only earning a salary is a year not spent developing leverage. Leverage is what creates freedom. Businesses create leverage. Ownership creates leverage. Assets create leverage. But most jobs do not provide it. They provide income. And income alone rarely creates wealth. Because when the income stops, the system stops, which means the machine must keep running every day, every week, every year, for decades. There is another cost hidden inside most jobs, a ceiling. Your income is rarely connected to the full value you create. It is connected to a predefined range, a salary band, a performance review, a promotion ladder. But ladders have limited steps, and every step takes time, years, sometimes decades. Meanwhile, the organization grows, the company expands, the owners benefit from scale, but employees remain tied to time. More hours, more responsibilities, small increases, while the real financial upside stays concentrated at the top. This is not necessarily unfair. It is simply how systems work. Owners take risk. Owners build leverage, and leverage creates exponential outcomes. Employees trade time, and time is linear. That difference is everything. Because linear effort rarely produces exponential wealth. This does not mean every job is bad. Jobs can teach skills. They can build discipline. They can create valuable experience. But problems begin when a job becomes the final destination, instead of the starting point. The real question is not whether you should have a job. The real question is whether your life depends entirely on one. Do you have assets? Do you have leverage? Do you have systems that can work without your constant presence? Or are you simply exchanging time for survival? Because the ultimate form of wealth is not money. It is freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time. Freedom to pursue meaningful work. Freedom to build things that belong to you. And that freedom rarely appears by accident. It appears when people begin to ask deeper questions about how the system works. Once you see the trade clearly, you can start designing a different path. One where your time is not the only asset you own. One where your work builds something that continues to grow, even when you are not working. Because in the end, the real cost of a 9-to-5 job is not measured in dollars. It is measured in years of life. And the question every person eventually faces is simple. Are those years being invested or slowly spent?